water cycles, the global warming, and pollution.
Water cycle fun facts. Water is essential to our planet's life, and without it, nothing could survive. The globe is 2/3 covered by water, but 93% is ocean water, toxic to humans, plants, and animals. There is the same amount of water on Earth now as there was when dinosaurs existed. Millions of years ago, the water keeps moving in a cycle. It evaporates from rivers, lakes, and oceans. The vapor from evaporation and concentration forms.
Okay, we're going to do sign language with the alphabet. All right, go right ahead, Jimmy.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Oh, Mr.
Start over again. It's okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Outstanding. Good job. This is another video of someone else's presentation board, and what they're doing is they're sharing the information that they learn online while doing research on their Chromebooks, and then they provide that information to their classmates. So this is a work in progress, and later you will see their video where they're presenting to the class. Thank you very much. Okay, this is one of our groups presenting. This is their poster, and please go ahead.
Why is water important? Your body uses water in cells, organs, and tissues to help regulate its temperature and maintain other bodily functions. Because your body loses water through breathing, sweating, and digesting, it's important to rehydrate by drinking fluids and eating foods that contain water.
Global warming. It also refers to climate change. It's observed century-scale rises in the average temperature on Earth's climate system, and it relates related effects.
Water pollution. Water pollution is a major global problem which requires ongoing evaluation and revision of water resource policy at all levels, international down to individual aquifers and wells. It has been suggested that water pollution is the leader worldwide cause of deaths and diseases, and that it accounts for the deaths of more than 14,000 people daily. An estimated 580 people in India died of water pollution related illness every day. About 90% of the water in the city of China is polluted. As of 2007, 500 million Chinese had no access to safe drinking water. Interactions between groundwater and surface water are complex.
How to recycle water. Water can be in the atmosphere, on land, in the ocean, and even underground. It is recycled over and over through the water cycle. In the cycle, water changes state between liquid, solid, ice, and gas. Most water vapor gets into the atmosphere by a process called evaporation.
What are the 4 stages of the water cycle? The 4 main stages are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. All the 4 stages are water that makes it go into the clouds and rains.
How does the water cycle work? If heat is added to the water, it evaporates in the hydraulic cycle. Water from the ocean, lakes, swamps, rivers, plants, and even you can turn into water vapor. Water vapor condenses into a million of tiny droplets that form into clouds. Water cycle. There are strong forces of attraction between molecules of water. Water expands when it freezes. Water droplets before they precipitate to Earth combine with millions of other droplets until they become heavy enough to fall.
Percentages. Only 2.5 of all the water on Earth is fresh water, and more than 97% is salt water. This means that only 0.3% of all fresh water on the planet is really available as surface water in lakes, swamps, rivers, and streams.
Don't waste the water when it's not in use. Don't let the water run when it's not in use. For an example, turn off the faucet while you're brushing your teeth. Cut back on activities that use water. For an example, use a broom instead of a hose to clean up the sidewalk. Water the lawn when it only looks dry.
Air pollution. There are many ways to conserve water. Unfortunately, factories release pollution into the air. Motor vehicles and other gasoline-powered equipment also pollute air. People that breathe polluted air are most likely to have colds, flu, asthma, eye irritation, some kind of cancer, and even some heart attacks. Your body uses water in all its cells, organs, and tissues to help regulate its temperature and maintain other bodily functions. Because your body loses water through breathing, sweating, and digestion, it is important to rehydrate by drinking fluids and eating foods that contain water. The meat we eat has water in it. That's called food production. They wash the meat with water and feed the animal water that use lots of fresh water to clean the meat or the food.
The water cycle starts off when water evaporates to the sun. Now water goes to the clouds, then drops out of the clouds and run off back to the ocean or river.
The fresh water was 3%, but 1 fell into the glacier. We people use like 14 gallons a day. Each day we drink 8 cups of fresh water, and that is 40 gallons of fresh water. One day we can run out of water. There's 97% salt water and 2% fresh, and 1 glacier.
The water cycle works when water vapor evaporates into the clouds and rains when it goes back into the ocean.
Okay, thank you very much.
On the water cycle.
Today we will be talking to you about the global warming and the water cycle. We will each say something on these index cards, so we could take turns. Thank you.
Okay, these are the students practicing outside. Okay, go ahead for the rehearsal. They're going to practice, and I'm sure they'll get better and better at doing this. This is a beautiful poster. But our goal is we want to know what did they learn so they can share information. So, here we go.